Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another class with the Israelite School of Biblical History, Practical Knowledge. We're going to go ahead and get class rolling like we always do. And if you got any questions, I'm going to take some questions at the beginning of class. We did say we would do that on the Shabbat. So, well, almost a Shabbat for us. The sun ain't quite down yet, but coming into the Shabbat, we will be answering questions if y'all have any. For the new brothers and sisters that don't know who we are, we're the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We have a school in Houston. We have a school in San Antonio. We got something going on in Albuquerque that's trying to pick up. And we're new out here in Virginia Beach, Norfolk area. So we just opened our school maybe 2 months ago. So if you want to, no, it ain't even been 2 months, man. It's been about a month. Not even. We've been out here at least 4 months, but the school opened about maybe almost a month. So if you want to come join us for class, we have classes Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And our other channel, our main channel, our Houston channel, we have class all the opposite days. So you can join us live. You can ask questions. You can check out all our old classes on our main channel, and we got a lot of questions that are answered on there. You can go on there and get whatever questions y'all have, get them answered also. Okay. Let me see here. So really announcements. Just the High Holy Day that's coming up on 9/27. Y'all, if you want to partake in that, if you're local here in Norfolk, Virginia, come in. You can come join us when we celebrate the High Holy Day. Okay. What other announcements? If you want garments, we do that. Everything Israel wear on Facebook. If you want to help out with alms offerings or whatever you want to help out with, books, pens, papers, Bibles, apocryphas, you can help out with that. We'll show you the information up there. And like we always do, we appreciate every brother and sister, part of the school that helps us out from their heart. Once again, it has to be from your heart when you do give, and we appreciate it. So, what other announcements? That's about it. Oh, check out Mashaba's Blog Talk Radio on blogtalkradio.com/MASHAHBA. All right. So, like I said, there's a lot of brothers and sisters that are new. I'm looking at that are subscribing. We do have a lot of old classes on the other channel, and they got a lot of questions like in the beginning of class being answered. If you want those questions, if you want those classes, you can also subscribe to our other channel. So as well as this channel, we just I think we got 200 videos on this channel. How many videos is it? We don't nearly have as much as on the other channel, but we got some on this channel also. So yeah, let me see here. So that's it for the announcements. We're gonna go ahead and get class rolling. Classes 2 hours. So whoever has any questions, now is the time.
There's a comment about the classes being pushed down to 2 hours.
What about?
She just wrote said that my comment is referring to last night's question on the time of class.
Uh-huh.
In my opinion, I prefer the 3-hour classes. You guys already have the class taken out 2 hours before we're using the first hour towards questions. And sometimes that can go a little over. I feel like it's easy for people to go back online and review classes over if they have to for understanding at their own pace. I also feel like people get 3 hours or more towards foolishness, so why not towards the Most High? 3 hours of Most High daily, because we do that.
Yeah, you are right. Is that a sister? Let me see. Let me log in here. Whoever you are, let me see. Let me get it. Give me a second, because I want to see who's saying that. Change is growth. Okay. Well, you are correct. You are correct on the questions, but at the same time, how am I going to word this without trying to offend? Right? The scriptures say a soft answer, right? 3-hour attention span. You're right. That's for the elite. But there's a lot of people that after 2 hours, they start getting bored. So what this is going to make us do is get more straight to the point. So you're still going to get those classes. Look, Zion did the Art of War, and his class was a 3-part class. So you still got the classes, and you'll start seeing that if you go back to those classes, the 3-part that Zion did. Now, he did 2 on this channel, and then we were having some issues with our system, so he had to do the other one on the other channel. No, he ended up doing it on this channel. Right? He did do all 3 on this channel. But if you go and look at the views on that, I guarantee you that the views were lower and lower. See, like the Art of War, the original one, we got what did he do the 3rd one on? It was here on the 3rd one. So the 2nd one, he got 102 views, right? First one he got 151 views, right? What do you got on the 3rd one? And the only reason I'm talking about the views is to show you, pertaining to your question, that you can see if we would have compiled that in one class, a lot of people they get bored. What is that? So he got 22 views for the 3rd one. So, we're trying to give the information, but not over. This is going to teach brothers not to over edify and get a little more straight to the point. That's all it is. But if there's a class that needs to go over, trust me, you guys will, sister like yourself, you're going to have it to where, okay, we're going to say, okay, this one we need to go over. So check it next class, and it'll be there for you. So fret not, you're going to get all what you need. We're not going to just, like certain topics, the topic I did yesterday about the hypocrite. Yeah, I can make that class long, but 2 hours is good enough to get the point across, to be able to talk about these different perspectives and give you the information. It's still got across. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you think on the 2-hour class on the hypocrite class. Like, that class got straight to the point, yeah.
Someone just said that the best classes are here on this line.
Oh.
That was Mario Howard.
They put in a lot of work over there too. Quantazop got a lot of good classes, man. He's got a lot of good topics. Now, I don't know if you've been catching them, but I've been listening to every class he's been doing, and he's got a lot of good topics. And the topics we're going over there, we got a lot of brothers in the school, or I should have said, let me put it like this: we got new brothers in that school that need specific topics and themes. So we try to touch on those topics. But Quadazop been doing amazing classes too, man. So yeah. What else? Is that it? So yeah, that's basically it, man. That sis, whoever asked that question, what is it? Changes growth. You're gonna still get all the information, get the classes, and like tonight, whoever has questions, now's the time. Ask your questions. Okay. Yeah. I mean, because when we asked about the 2-hour class, majority of the people were like, yeah, con, you know. So, all right. So anybody got any questions? Now's the time. Now's the time to get into the questions if y'all have any. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom to everybody online. I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds. To see if anything. Hey, hit up REI. Tell him he can go. So he can go. All right. Since nobody got any questions, none. Nobody. All right. I hate when I start my class and then they pop up. They pop up in a second, so I'm trying to give y'all a little time. 14, yeah. So if y'all got questions, I'm waiting a few seconds. Now's the time. Yeah, and we're glad y'all been enjoying the classes. You know, remember, we try to switch up the topics. So if y'all got topics, like the brother Lewis, he been hitting us up with certain topics he needs, certain things y'all need, hit us up. All right. So since nobody got any questions, I'm gonna go right into it, right into tonight's topic. And this topic comes from a lot of people not understanding that Adam's period, this Adamic time period, was actually an empire. Okay, it was actually a kingdom that ruled during this time. So a lot of people think it was one man. He was with one woman, and y'all got that. I know y'all got that part, that there was more than one people. If you don't, hit me right now and tell me, well, no, I thought it was one man and one woman, and then we can refresh on those scriptures before I go into the topic. But a lot of people don't understand that this was a great empire, and you're talking about a long time ago. The earth was created in 7,000. It ain't millions of years, because the so-called white man's carbon dating is way off. So their archaeology, their digs and the things they dig up and find, their predating sucks. And it sucks because, remember, they had to program this computer. They had to program the system of the carbon dating, and to put it for, to first enter in the program. So their carbon dating is not on point. We know that the earth was created in 7 days, 7,000 years, according to a day being 1,000 years. Our days being 1,000 years to the Most High, or excuse me, our day, the Most High's day is our 1,000 years. So 7,000 years the earth was created, and then you got a time period after that. So Esau doesn't have it all down. And a lot of the things they dig up, a lot of findings they find, archaeology, anthropology, we know their history is off. We can't go by that. We can't trust him, man. He's a liar, right? You can't trust the liar. So when you talk about the different topics about the earth, the ozone layer, the water in the heavens, you can't trust their science. You can't trust it. So, not saying they got everything wrong, but majority of it we're saying they got wrong. So, yeah. So if I need to touch on, there was more than one Adamite, tell me now before I go into this topic. But this topic is about showing that okay, see? You see how we okay, so there is a question. And I'm doing this because I said I would answer questions on the Sabbath. Did Yahawashi quote from the apocrypha? Yeah, he did. Yahawashi quoted from the apocrypha. It's funny you said that, because we just last night when the cameras was off, we got a new brother that comes in a little late. We were touching on a little bit of that. So let's go there and show Yahawashi quoting from the apocrypha. So go to Matthew's, the 24th chapter, and then I'll go right back into the class. Matthew's, the 24th chapter, and let's see here. Matthew's 24, verse 4.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 4.
Yeah, Matthew's 24. And no, verse 4.
And Yahawashi answered and said unto them,
Yeah.
Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and shall deceive many.
Right.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Right.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right. So Yahawashi is talking about the last days. Go ahead.
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah.
And there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right. So famine, pestilence, earthquakes, kingdom rising against kingdom. Go ahead.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right. So all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is the prophecy of the last times, or the coming of the last days. Because we know, go ahead and read down, he's going to tell us. Go ahead.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Go ahead.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Right.
And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many.
Right, so he's prophesying about the last days, right? So go to 2nd Esdras, and this is to the brother Iron Spirit Israel. Did Yahawashi quote from the apocrypha? Read 16, 2nd Esdras 16, and verse 18.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
Right.
The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Go ahead.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish.
Right, so, yeah, Yahawashi quoted from the apocrypha. Famine, pestilence, he quoted the last days. All these things that he was quoting from, he quoted from scriptures. Go ahead. Read on.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Right. So, yeah, Yahawashi quoted from the last days. He quoted about the last days, but he quoted certain things in the apocrypha. So, there's more also. When you go to, I just had these. Let's see here. Hold on. 15, 2nd Ezra 15, in verse 4. And I see you on there, Change of Growth. I'm gonna go back and see what you're talking about as soon as we finish this brother's question. Go ahead.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Go ahead.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world.
Go ahead.
The sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
So yeah, Christ did quote from the apocrypha. He quoted scriptures about the last days. He quoted, there's many prophets that quoted from the apocrypha. When you go to Revelations, John the Revelator seen the same thing that Ezra's seen. When you go to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it's the same thing that John in Revelation seen. So, yeah, there was quotations of that. All right. That was 2nd Ezra 6. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, the 15, 4, and 6, but the one before that was 2nd Ezra 16. And what was that?
18.
16 and 18 on down. Yeah. So you can go to those chapters. There you go. All right. Let's see what the sister's saying here. Oh, okay. Yes, I agree. Try to. Oh, she's just agreeing with the others. Okay. All praises to the Most High. Whatever we could do to be at the service of our nation in giving us purpose, giving us purpose for our people, we are at the service of our people in the Most High. You know, so that's our job. This is what we was born for. So all praises to the Most High, man. All right. So what else? That was it? Oh, Taziyar Gabar. Oh, he's adding. I think he's adding.
He gave the scripture that we went to in Matthew first.
Oh, we went to. Okay.
And there's another question after.
What scriptures speak of Yahawashi or the Most High putting liars of the word, such as wicked pastors, to death for purposely misrepresenting the scripture, leading the people astray? What scriptures speak of Yahawashi or the Most High putting liars? Aggie watches us, right? Aggie, if you want to hold off on that one, I actually had in works a brother doing a class on that, because that was a topic we were going to hit after the hypocrites. We were going to hit a topic on liars. So that, I mean, if you want to wait, you watch us. I know you watch us. So if you want to wait on that one, I actually literally, we was talking about this 2 days ago. We're going to do a class on that, on liars, because that's a topic that we want to hit for a lot of these brothers and a lot of sisters in our schools, reminding them, man, that spirit of lying, it got to go. The spirit of deceptiveness, it has to go. So bear with us on that. All right, bear with me on that question, because I want to go on that in its entirety as opposed to just hitting you with 2 or 3 scriptures right now. All right. Oh, I guess Mustafa jumped the gun. So yeah, any other questions, y'all? Any other questions? Let me know before we go into this topic. You told, all right. Oh, it's a woman. Oh, Aggie. Oh, okay. I thought that was a brother this whole time. Aggie, is it? Okay. I, for some reason, thought it was a brother this whole time. Okay. I think that's a brother. Why did you say it's a sister? Oh. Anyway. All right. What other questions y'all got before we go into this topic? Oh, you're good. You're good, Mustafa. It's all gravy. Listen, we're going to get them. We're going to put it together anyway. We're going to put it together, man, for brothers, sisters. Those entire classes where they get the onslaught of scriptures. Like a lot of these points, man. Like the other one where did Yahawashi speak from the apocrypha? That's easy. That's a quick. But certain, like a lying topic, that needs to be a topic for everybody in our schools and a lot of brothers and sisters online, because a lot of people, I don't even want to go into it. A lot of people don't understand that you begin to be a liar when you don't even care to really learn what you're saying. A lot of people don't understand that. You begin to be a liar when you don't care to understand what you're teaching. Like you just gotta say things and not even study and learn. So that's a good topic, man. Oh, no, Aggie definitely is not his sister. Told you. I told you. I told you that wasn't no sister. Yeah, I thought it was a brother. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go over that. So, all right. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, got you. All right, I know who that is now. All right, so hit me back, y'all. You know, hit me quick, because if we got questions, let's go through them. Let's get them out the way so we can touch on this topic. But yeah, I'll definitely touch on that line. You know, hopefully you can get that whole class on that. What else? What else we got? Any other questions? Now's the time. Now is the time. Nothing? All right. So back to the topic of this kingdom, the Adamic kingdom. Let's go right into it because we got less time now. So let's go right into this topic, and I want you to go to Daniel's 4 verse 25. So when when Adam was raised up, this is not going to be a Genesis class. So y'all already got the Genesis class. This is coming from a different perspective on the kingdom of Adam, just showing you a certain points that to know that it was an actual kingdom that the Most High raised up. Read that, Daniel's 4 verse 25. Go ahead.
That they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field.
Go ahead.
And they shall make thee to eat grass as oxen, and they shall wet thee with the dew of heaven. Right,
now, this right here, this first part, is talking about Nebuchadnezzar. We're going to get to the point of what we're going into a little further down. Go ahead.
and 7 times shall pass over thee.
Right?
Till thou know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
Right. So the Most High deals with the kingdom of men. You see, a king is someone that rules over a kingdom. The Most High deals with kings and he deals with kingdoms. There ain't gonna be, even when you go to the future in the kingdom of Yahawashi, it ain't gonna be everybody running rampant and doing what they want to do. It's going to be a kingdom. Ergo the word king. So this is what the Most High was reminding Nebuchadnezzar, that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men because he deals with kings. He deals with men and he sets them up as kings. Go to Psalms 115 and 15. So well, we have to understand that, and like I said, I'm not going over, I don't want to go over all the scriptures you already been over in Genesis. We've been over a lot of Genesis classes, and I didn't want to go over too many of those that we already went over. This is to show that Adam, we know that there was more than one Adamite, but this Adam that the Most High chose, this one man, this first man, was a man set up above all the nations that were on the earth at that time. And he set up a kingdom of people in righteousness and power, right? And a lot of people don't understand that, and therefore they get mixed up when who was it? Who went to get a wife? Was it no, back during Adam's time. Wow, I can't, his name is on my, when Cain went to go get a wife, a lot of people don't understand how to answer that. If there was just Adam, Eve, right, and their sons, then where the hell did Cain get his wife from? And it blows their mind that there was more than one person. Adam was a king over a kingdom. So read that. Psalms 115 verse 15. Go ahead.
You are blessed of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Which made heaven and earth.
Go ahead.
The heaven, even the heavens are the Lord's.
Go ahead.
But the earth hath he given to the children of men.
Yeah, and the Most High, he set up on the earth men that were set to himself. When you go back to Deuteronomy 32, the Most High said he divided the sons of Adam, right? And go there for me real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 32. Hold that one. We're going to repeat that one. Go to Deuteronomy 32, verse 7 and 8.
Remember the days of old.
Right.
Consider the years of many generations.
Go ahead.
Ask thy father, and he will show you. Thy elders, and they will tell you. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance.
Go ahead.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
So as you see that, the Most High separated the sons of Adam. There was many people during this time, but the Most High moved Adam and the Adamites to himself, just like he moved Israel to himself. A people to be set up above all nations, righteous, holy, doing the will of the Most High. This was the Adamites, or the Adamic kingdom. And it's been like that since the beginning. What we got to understand, and you're going to hear this a lot during this class, there's nothing new under the heaven. There's nothing new that has been done in the past that is not now. The same thing from Adam all the way to now. If you look at history, it's the Most High is not a lie. Kingdoms came up, kingdoms fell. The righteous ruled. Sometimes they ruled for a long time, but that evil heart set in and they fell. So, are you raising your hand? Yeah, this is how the Most High did it from the beginning of the time. So Adam, the Adamites were set to themselves. Go ahead.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
And it's always been like that. We know that the Israelites were further down the road. Okay? But the Most High has always had a chosen people. The Most High has always had a righteous lineage. That's why if you go through the lineage in the righteous line, that's another topic that we've been over. And we can reiterate on that topic again also. But that righteous lineage from Adam always survived. There was always the sons of God. There has never been a time where the sons of God were not there. Why? Because the Most High chose us from the beginning of time. And through history in the beginning of time, the Most High always had the sons of God rising up. Right? Enoch, Eber, Noah, Shem, right? You got all these, or I should say Shem, right? Noah, then Shem. Then you got the ones that come after. Then you got Abraham. The Most High always had a righteous seed. He's never been without a righteous kingdom on the face of the earth. Because how else is he going to get this earth in order? So this is what we're understanding. Jump back to Psalms. This is what we have to understand with Adam, is that Adam was that righteous king that, like Solomon, messed up, like David messed up, like Josiah messed up. All the kings that were before him messed up and didn't reign as long as they were supposed to. Go ahead.
Psalms 115, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Even the heavens are the Lord's.
Right.
But the earth hath he given to the children of men.
You see that? The earth is to the children of men. And he rules in the kingdom of men. So this kingdom that was set up and to be ruled by Adam. Read.
Verse 17.
All right, go from there. Go to Psalms 75, verse 6. Psalm 75, verse 6. So these first block of scriptures for you brothers and sisters is to show us that the Most High deals with kingdoms. He raises up kingdoms. He raises up men to rule in kingdoms. Read that. Psalm 75, verse 6 and 7.
For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor the west.
Go ahead.
Nor from the south.
Go ahead.
But the Most High is the judge.
Read.
He put it down one and set it up another.
And that's what's happened. That is what happened. From the beginning of time, you had the Most High put up one, put down another. Right? Raise up one. And that first scripture was the Most High reminding Nebuchadnezzar, listen, I'm going to take you down. It wasn't always righteous kings. The Most High has given other kings chances, or kingdoms chances, but they did wicked. The Assyrian Empire, the Egyptian Empire, the Babylonian Empire, right? The Persian and Median Empire. Now, I know y'all going to say, what? The Most High raised up? Yes. He raised up other nations to rule, and what did they do? They did more wickedness. So, y'all don't get it twisted. When you go back to Nebuchadnezzar and Daniel's, the Most High is telling Nebuchadnezzar, listen, I raise you up. The Most High goes and tells Cyrus that I'm raising you up. When you go to Isaiah, he's telling these kings, I'm raising you up to rule in the kingdom. But now I got to take you out. So you got to understand that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men. So read on. Read 6 and 7.
For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge.
Right.
He put it down one and set it up another.
Right. He put it down one and set it up another. Go to Jeremiah 27, verse 5. So once again, man, this is just showing, these first scriptures are showing that the Most High deals with kingdoms. There wasn't just one man and one woman. You're talking about an empire that had power, rulership, authority, that had majesty, that had wisdom, that had technology, that had all these things that the white man want to tell you, oh no, civilization started when the Greeks. Bruh, you got civilizations that knew what a cup was and knew what a spoon was before the white man. You want to read that? If you want to read that, you're going to have to read loud. Yell. Go ahead. Jeremiah 27 verse 5. Oh, you don't got it? You go ahead, read it. You can go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Go ahead.
I have made the earth.
Go ahead.
The man and the beast that are upon the ground.
Go ahead.
By my great power and by my outstretched arm, and have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
You see that? The Most High gives the earth power, rulership, and authority to whom he wants. The Most High does that. So you got to see that all these kingdoms that ruled, even the wicked ones, the Most High lifted up. Whether Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, America, to show an example or in their power to bring them down, or lifting up Israel to be the beacon in the light, lifting up Adam to be the beacon in the light to all the nations of the world. That's what was supposed to happen. So read that Ecclesiastes in the Bible 1 and 9. Read that one more time, 27 and 5. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9 in the Bible. Go ahead.
I have made the earth, the man and the beast that are upon the ground.
Right.
By my great power and by my outstretched arm.
Right.
And have given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
Right, and that's what you're seeing, that the beasts of the earth, the man, the earth, the herbs, the trees, we're going to find out this is all for the Adamic kingdom to rule over. And they were supposed to be righteous. Like the story, if you look at the story, it doesn't change. Why? Because man is, what's the word? Predictable. Man is predictable. From the beginning of time, man is predictable. Especially when this evil seed was sown in their heart. Man's been predictable. It's nothing new. Read that, Ecclesiastes 1 and 9.
The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be.
Right, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. Read that one more time and read it loud.
The thing that hath been, it is which
Read it again. Come on, try it again.
The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be.
The thing that have been, the power, the rulership, the authority, the kingdom, the earth was given into Adam's power and rule. And guess what? Did it change? No, because after he ruled, who ruled after Adam? Who ruled after Adam? Who knows? It's only you. These cats until they show up. Who ruled after Adam? I want to see who can answer that. I'm not going to give y'all that. Well, who? You got it? Who? You're close, but who ruled after? Nimrod. There you go. Which were what? Right. They were Babylonians. So right when Adam fell, another great empire came up, and so forth and so on. It's the same story. I mean, go to history. Go to the Greco-Roman Empire, the Persian and Medes Empire. Go to all these minor empires that came up, even the the Muslims, and that with that name, because we know who they are, the Arabs, right? They ruled. You see that? So all these empires came up, and a lot of them fell. Everyone fell, I should say. Excuse me. Everyone fell. So read it again, Mawala. Read it loud. Scream it.
The thing that has been is that which shall be.
It is that which shall be. Go ahead.
And that which is done is that which shall be.
Be done. Right. So check that out. Now, I know a lot of people want to box that scripture in. Oh, that don't mean that. Yeah, it means what it says. When you look at things that are here now, it is things that already been done. There's nothing new. And you can read on. And there is no new thing under the sun. There is no new thing under the sun. So you're going to see that vehicles, nothing new. Adam had that. He just didn't have your type of vehicle. But he had transportation, right? Right? The foods. Adam had that. Right? They had these things. Right? It wasn't only to the Greeks and the Romans come through. They had those things. Did you call Arya? I asked you to Khan. Go from there. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 10 verse 14. So this is the point, man, to show that all the nations and all the kingdoms that ruled, we can't forget about the main kingdom that ruled, which was the kingdom of Adam, the Adamic kingdom. Go ahead and read that. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 14.
The Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes and set up the meek in their stead. Verse 15.
Read it again.
Verse 14. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of the proud princes and set up the meek in their stead.
Right.
The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations.
And that's what the Most High have done. The Most High has raised up kingdoms that to give them a chance, and because of their pride, he rooted them out. The Most High has destroyed them, brought them down. The Most High raised up Saul and brought him down. The Most High raised up David, and he liked David, but David messed up. You see, so the Most High raised up these kingdoms, but a lot of them fell. The Most High raised up Solomon, but the Most High, he messed up. The Most High took him down. Jeroboam and Rehoboam, all the way through, the Most High dealt like this since the beginning of time. So why is it different with Adam? Because you're not looking at certain things in the scriptures to say, wait a minute, dang. It wasn't what we were told. Adam was one guy chilling in a forest. You're butt naked with snakes and apples. Nah, hell nah. Nah, no way. Read that. Go ahead. We're going to read down to verse 16.
And planted the lowly in their place.
Go ahead.
The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen.
Go ahead.
And destroyed them to the foundations of the earth.
Yeah, and that's what he's done. There's nothing new under the heavens. Oh, don't you love it? You know why I love that? Because now you see where America's headed. There's nothing new under the heavens. America is going to fall and come down just like all these other kingdoms. 40, 50, 100 years they ruled. Most High took them out. All these nations that ruled for a long time, but the Most High took them out. So you got to see that it's no different than any other nation or kingdom. You got a question? Oh, I thought you had something on there. So go from there. Go to 1 Samuel. Oh no, did you read down to verse 16?
No.
Go. You did?
Yes, sir.
All right, go to 1 Samuel 2 and 8. Yeah, that 2-hour thing. I gotta go through these, run through these. First, go ahead.
2 and 8.
Go ahead.
He raised up the poor out of the dust.
He doeth what?
Raising up the poor out of the dust.
Now, if y'all know the Genesis breakdown, like I said, I'm not going to go over every scripture in Genesis like we've always do. But Adam was raised out of the what? Read it again.
He raises up the poor out of the dust.
He raises up what?
The poor out of the dust.
Adam was raised out of a low estate. The Most High raised him out of a low estate, man, and made him a king to rule his kingdom on earth. Just like he's done every king before, or after. I don't want to start on that. What about the kingdoms before Adam? I don't read that in the Bible. We know that Adam was the first king, the first man to rule, the first man to have power over the earth. I don't read about no other kingdom. And you got a lot of people that come with that. Oh yeah, there was a kingdom before Adam. Where's that at? Nah, read it again.
The Lord, he raised up the poor out of the dust, and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
Go ahead.
To set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
And that's what the Most High did with Adam. That's what the Most High did with this man. He made him dwell in a throne of glory. He had power, rulership, and authority. Go ahead.
For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he hath set the world upon them.
Go from there. Go to Ecclesiastes 10:4. So now that we establish that this is how the Most High works. He works with kingdoms. He works with kings. He raises up kingdoms. He brings down kingdoms. He raises up the righteous. They mess up. I mean, let's be real. I mean, we know the outcome of what happened to Adam. He was supposed to rule forever. I mean, y'all should know that. He was supposed to rule in righteousness forever. But what happened? It didn't happen. Why? Because he didn't stick to what the Most High told him. He didn't follow all the way through. And it's happened like this, all the way through. There's nothing new under the heavens. Read that, Ecclesiastes 10:4.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
And you're going to get Psalms 8, the 8th chapter. Read it again.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Yeah. And Adam was supposed to be profitable. Adam was supposed to do and rule and be righteous. This was supposed to happen. But he didn't. He messed up. He disobeyed the laws. He disobeyed the commandments. Does that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound familiar? Israel was set up to rule and what? Disobey the laws, statutes, and commandments. It's nothing new under the heaven. So for this to be a foreign concept that there was a kingdom in the beginning of time, you err not knowing the scriptures. Go ahead.
In the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man, and upon the persons of the scribes shall he lay his honor.
Right. Read 10:4 again, and you're going to read Psalms 8 and 6. Go ahead.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Right.
And in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
He will set over it one that is profitable. So this is what the Most High is showing us, man, that Adam was supposed to be profitable. And he raised him up to be profitable to the earth. This is why the Most High gave him the knowledge to do that, the power to do that. So read Psalms 8 verse 6, and then we will jump to Genesis a few times. Genesis 1. Read that, Psalms 8 verse 6. Go ahead.
Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands.
You gotta yell a little louder, and you gotta be more clear. Say it again.
Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands.
It says, what did the Most High do to man? Watch. Read verse, let him read it. You're going to read 8 and verse 4. Read 8 and 4, Rod.
What is man?
Right?
That thou art mindful of him.
Read.
And the Son of Man, that thou visitest him.
That thou what?
Visitest him.
That thou what?
Visitest him.
Yeah, that you visited him. What are you, and how did the Most High visit Adam? The Most High walked with Adam. The Most High conversated with him, talked with him. You know, and we know what that means. Hopefully y'all do, that you understand that we had a closer connection with the Most High in the beginning of time. When the Adamites ruled, the Most High actually, we can actually hear him speak to us. As opposed to us going, now you had to go to the prophets, then you had to go to the Urim and Thummim, you had to go to the prayer. Now it's just what? You face the east and you hope he's listening. Well, back in the ancient times, in the olden days, Adam had that connection where it says the Most High spoke to him. See, there's nothing new under the heaven. Go ahead, read.
Verse 5.
Read.
For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels.
And that's the thing that I meditate on that. The Most High has made us a little lower than the angels. You got to think about that. You got to think about the power that we still have being in the flesh. Right? The power being in the flesh when we have wicked kingdoms rule over us, that's taken from us. You got to think about that. We're a little lower than the angels. Go ahead, read.
And has crowned him with glory and honor.
What did the Most High do to Adam?
Crowned him with glory and honor.
What did the Most High do to the Adamic Empire?
Crowned them with glory and honor.
He crowned them. And Adam was crowned to be king. Adam was to rule. When he made him a little lower than the angels, he ordained him to rule. We gonna get that. Read.
Verse 6. Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands.
Thou madest to have what?
Dominion over the works of thy hands.
Now look up the definition of dominion. Because we got to understand, these are the words that we don't look at. I want you to look up the words dominion. Shaquat, read that one more time. And then we're going to jump to that Genesis 1:26. Read that.
Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands.
So Adam was given dominion, rule over the works of thy hands. Y'all understand that? He wasn't just over the ducks and the cats and the dogs and the bees. He was made a king to rule the earth in righteousness. Go ahead, read that.
Dominion.
Read.
When you are in charge of something or rule it.
Read it again.
Dominion. When you are in charge of something or rule it.
There you go. Adam was to rule the earth. So don't get it twisted. When the Most High told him, watch, read on. It's going to tell us. I won't jump. Go ahead.
Thou hast put all things under his feet.
Thou hast made him rule everything. And we know we're going to go into a little bit of what separated us to be able to rule. Adam was to rule everything on the earth. He was a powerful, you got to think about the technology, the wisdom, the knowledge, the information. So you think, oh, America is advanced. You got to think about this kingdom, man, that is way more advanced in righteousness. What makes us more advanced? Wickedness or righteousness? Think about it. Wickedness killed us. So while we're thinking, oh, wait a minute. Well, America's an advanced kingdom. This is an advanced empire. Look at the technology. You got computers, you got this, you got that. But this is the latter end of an empire that is the most wicked empire on the face of the earth. How are they more advanced than the Babylonians, the Assyrians, Persian and Medes? How? You see that? Why? Because a computer? What?
And it's proven they tell you on Esau's own
Yeah.
They tell you that people in third world countries, undeveloped countries,
Yeah.
have higher IQs than people that are in developed countries.
Exactly. Because you got kings, wicked kings that rule in this country that have destroyed the minds of the people. So the education of what you can be, like think about how they raise the kids in Korea and China, and how these kids are more smarter than Americans. Right? Why? Because how they raise them, how they teach them, how they educate them. Everybody knows historically that America was supposed to be the kingdom to where it can produce as slaves to Europe. So America's a big slave yard. It's a big cotton field. So no, they're not going to lift up the men and women of this empire to be rulers, really educated, really advanced. Now, I'm not saying that they're not smart people. What I'm saying is the wickedness deteriorates the mind, the spirit, and the body. So you got a kingdom that really, no, it's not that advanced. It's not that smart. We were smarter in the beginning. Right? Give me that one scripture in Esdras about where it says that the time, you know what I'm talking about, right? It tells you that and I don't got it in this class, but it just comes to mind. We got to throw that one in here. Why Shamayars, you got it?
No.
It's the one that in Esdras where it tells you about do time. Yeah, weaker. Find that one for me real quick. Now, you read Genesis 1:26. Why he's like, huh? Who found that? You did? Huh? Or somebody sent you that?
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26.
No. You said 7 and what? No, that's not it. Find that one though. Find that. You got it?
Second Esdras 5. Truth shall be hidden.
No. Let him find it. He's gonna find it. Read that Genesis 1:26.
And God said, let us make man in our image.
Go ahead.
After our likeness.
Read.
And let them have dominion.
Let them have what?
Dominion.
So let us make man in our image. They're gonna rule. This man that was to rule was Adam. The Adamites. Right? Hold that. Genesis, what is it? 9. You got it? Okay, let's do this one real quick, because this is what comes into mind when you think about empires and this the smart, the wisdom, the technology, the health, the music, all these things we're going to touch on in this topic. Go ahead.
2 Esdras 14, verse 17.
Go ahead.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
There you go. There you go. So Adam, you got to think about Adam's time. The first empire with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding ruling the earth. Check that out. It's weaker during time. Now, Americans are the dumbest kingdom on earth. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that. I hope y'all ain't fooled. Don't think, oh, we're Americans, we smart. It could be, like you said, cats in a hut in other countries. Just going to Trinidad. Let me just talk about that for a second. Trinidad, how they live off the land, how they take care of the land, how they have trees filled with vegetables, right? This is in Trinidad. Now, it's changing, and it probably changed over time. The more the foreigners, or the what do everybody call them? They call them the conquerors, right? More of them start to come to these countries. America brings these nations down into and to stupidity. But when you look at them, man, they smarter children, smarter technology, smarter ways of living, smarter ways of thinking. This is a fact. So the word is true if you don't want to believe that. The word is true. Read it again.
For look how much the world shall be weaker through age.
Yeah.
So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein.
You see that? So it's weaker in everything. So let's think about the mind of these Adamites. Right? Go to Genesis 9 and 1. And then we'll go back to that 1 and 6. And 126. Read that. Genesis
9 verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the Most High blessed Noah.
No. It's Genesis 5 and 1. Sorry. Genesis 5 and 1.
Genesis 5 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of the generations of Adam.
Uh-huh.
In the day that the Most High created man.
Go ahead.
In the likeness of the Most High made him.
Right. Right.
Male and female created he them.
Right.
And blessed them.
Right.
And called their name Adam.
And called their name Adam. Called their name Adam. So the Adamites, go back to Genesis 1:26.
And God said, let us make man in our image.
Go ahead.
After our likeness.
Right.
And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Right. And dominion, what was the definition of dominion?
When you are in charge of something or ruling.
When you are in charge of something or ruling. So Adam was crowned, according to Psalms 8 and 6, thou madest him to have dominion over the works, over thy works of thy hand, and thou hast put all things under his feet. So Adam was a ruler. The Adamites was a kingdom. The Adamites was a kingdom. And verse 5 says, and thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. The Adamites were a kingdom that had power, rulership, authority over all creatures, all man. And this is what we got to understand. That you got to understand the health, the technology, and all the things that they had during this time was far more advanced than what we have now. Everything that the white man in America creates is destructive. Everything they create. If they created the dang the plastic bottle, what do they call that? Is bio what? Non-bio what? Degradable. Right? That means what? It can't break down. It can't break back down into the earth. So how are you so smart? You got all this wisdom, and you can see light years away about another earth, but you can't create a biodegradable utensil that we can use. How long have we been running out of oil? Right? But the wicked, because their wicked desires and their wicked inventions, they really don't want to have biodegradable materials. I was looking at something the other day. This is weird, but it was a straw that was made out of No, it was a straw that was made out of spaghetti. What's it called? Pasta. It was a straw that was made out of pasta. No, but it's not yuck. It makes sense. You can break the straw down. You can eat the straw. Right? Doesn't that make more sense? Yes. You said what? You saw the same thing with Jolly Ranchers, right? Like the materials that the wicked use and their mind on how they process things is not coming from a righteous place. It's not coming from a righteous area. So it's always going to be, the more older this kingdom gets, the more broke down we're going to get, because the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So you got to see that. And the only reason I'm saying that is for you to think about, man, how many kingdoms have came, and how much have the earth been broken down and destroyed since the time of Adam? And Adam was the fresh, new born kingdom. The ground was fresh, where it didn't you didn't have to till it. That's how fresh the earth was. So you got to see that we were way more advanced in our thinking, in our technology, music, psychology, biology, everything. We were more advanced. Don't let the white man fool you. Don't let America fool you and make them think they're the greatest kingdom on earth. What?
Yeah, it's so stupid. That's why there's something called the 7 wonders of the world. Let them they'll tell you that. I got to show them history about ancient aliens, where they try to say Greenland came down and create the pyramids, the Stonehenges, because they can't explain it, because they don't have the technology to understand how these people built these great structures.
Right. It's impossible without me, the white man, a machine that I can pick up. Yeah, you made it easy. Oh, great. That's fine. But we made it easy too. The way we did it in the past, in the ancient days, it was easy for us and more productive for the environment and the world. So we have to see that. Go from there. Go to 2nd Esdras 6 verse 54. So Adam was a king. He ruled. Go ahead.
2nd Esdras 6 verse 54.
Go ahead.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Go ahead.
Of him come we all.
Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Right. He made the world for the righteous sakes. Righteousness was supposed to rule the earth. Adam was supposed to rule in righteousness. He was supposed to have dominion with the law, statutes, and commandments and rule, but he didn't. He listened to the serpent, that sly, crafty, cunning, the deceitful man that showed himself as a bright, shining angel. If y'all didn't get the Genesis breakdown, go there. That's what he listened to, and what happened? Death, pain, hurt, danger, corruption, lies, disbelief. Did I say hatred? Read on.
As for the other people which also come of Adam,
Go ahead.
thou hast said that they are nothing,
Go ahead.
but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Right. Go from there. Go to Genesis 2 and 7. So the Most High ordained rulership. This rulership was supposed to be ordained from Adam first. And how was he going to do that? How was Adam going to rule? And what makes you rule? What makes a white man rule? What makes a white man rule? We know the Most High, right? But off the topic, who are the gunners and who's been studying? Give me 2 scriptures to show me what makes the white man rule. Don't tell me the Most High. We know that. But what makes him rule? Real quick before I go into this. You know? How about with no scriptures? Come on, because we're pressed for time. No scriptures. What makes him rule?
As far as like the scripture that says the Most High gave it to who he wants.
We know that. The Most High gave him the power. What makes him rule?
Punishment for Israel.
We know that. What makes him rule? What makes somebody rule over another person? What's that make somebody have dominion? Why do you have dominion over your children? Because power. What gives you the power? What gives you the power over Shemaiwan? Come on, y'all. What? Knowledge. I'm sorry, Shariah. I'm sorry. Knowledge. Why does the white man rule? Why is he able to conquer us when it's less of them and more of us? We know the Most High. I know, but there was something that comes with that too. They got wisdom. They got wisdom to rule. Right? What did the Most High say in Isaiah 47? Through thy traffic, through thy wisdom, he said, thou art wise. He said, thou, or Ezekiel 28, sorry. He said, wiser than Daniel, right? It's the wisdom. What makes you rule over a person? Wisdom, knowledge. You're able to tell them and guide them, right? Because you can break a child down and make them serve you all their life. You understand that? And that's what they're doing. They're ruling with wisdom, but it's wicked wisdom. Watch, where you at? Read that.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 7.
Go ahead.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
And we read that earlier. So Adam was taken out the lower state. Go ahead.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
Right. And we know the breath of life. Just for everybody, for y'all that might not know, we'll jump back there. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 7:22. So he was to breathe in him the breath of life. So what gave Adam power over everybody? Why was Adam the kingdom that ruled? Because Adam was the only one given the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. It was the Adamites that were given the laws. This is how you know. One, we know he's a kingdom because he already said he gave him dominion. Psalms 8, he said he what? He put him and he crowned him. Right? Well, how did he crown him? With wisdom. Read that. Wisdom of Solomon 7:22.
For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me.
Right?
For in her is an understanding spirit.
Jump down to the point. So wisdom taught me. Go ahead. Jump down to verse 25.
For she is the breath of the power of the Most High.
So Adam was raised from the low estate, the low mind, the low thinking, and raised into power. What is happening to you? What is happening to the black and Hispanic man in America? You're being raised from the dust and being raised to a king. It's nothing different. People want to make it outside like it's a big deal and wait a minute. There's no way these people, how could they rule and how could this? It's easy. The Most High took the beast of the earth and made him a king over you. Right? Job said he would never have them to be with his dogs. Ezra came back and said, for those nations that have reputed as nothing, they begin to rule over us. But how? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And now they're smarter than you. Right? That's why they know how to get around everything. They know how to go backdoor on everything. But what do they tell you? Obey the rules. Get a credit score. Get college. You did it all. You get your credit score up. You get in college. You pass school. You studied hard. And then all the dropouts is millionaires. It's like, what the hell? It's like this guy, the guy that played Fortnite just made the 16-year-old kid made $3 million. You're like, wait a minute. You told me to obey the rules. That's how to think, right? See, because that's him telling you how to keep dumb, deaf, and blind. But the Most High blessed us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to rule the world. And we don't understand that. That's us happening again. Us coming back into power. But you got to come out of the lowest state. And this is what he did to Adam. He brought the Adamites. Y'all, we've been over Genesis 2. the whole chapter. Go and read that. I'm just refreshing. And on this part, he ruled with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Where you at?
Genesis chapter 2, verse 7.
Go ahead.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
Right, so we know the breath of life is wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Psalms 113 and 7. Let me try to get all these scriptures out. Psalms 113 and 7.
Psalm chapter 113 and verse 7.
So these next scriptures is showing us how Adam ruled. We know he was crowned. Raise your hand and everybody online if you don't know that he was crowned. If it's not clear. The word dominion makes it very clear. Okay? We look up that word, it makes it very clear. Go ahead.
He raises up the poor out of the dust.
Go ahead.
And lifted the needy out of the dunghill.
Go ahead.
That he may set him with princes.
That he may do what?
Set him with princes.
And that's what he did. Adam was kings. And I'm going to use this word so you can understand. You know, even though in Israel our custom wasn't queens, but there was kings and queens. Kings and righteous women coming up right next to Adam. So, this is what the Most High did. Raised him out of that low estate. Gave him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to rule everything. To have dominion. There's another word. Hold on. There's another word I think I missed. Yeah, go back to Genesis. Because we got to get this word. Go back to Genesis 1 and 26. Read down. There's another word, and I want y'all to look up this word. Look up the word subdue. Check this out. Read.
And God said, let us make man in our image.
Go ahead.
After our likeness.
So he gave him wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Go ahead.
And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
Dominion means to rule over somebody. Now we know he said the earth. So he's ruling over the sea. Go ahead.
And over the fowl of the air. And over the cattle. And over all the earth.
And over all the earth. Go ahead.
And over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Everything. Jump to verse 28.
And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply.
Go ahead.
And replenish the earth.
Read.
And subdue it.
And what?
Subdue it.
What's the definition of subdue? Read.
To conquer and bring into subjection.
To what?
Conquer and bring into subjection.
Adam's job was to bring in subjection everything on earth. Does it sound strange? No. Because when we get in power, when we get in rule, what are we going to do? Subdue the earth. Christ is going to come back, take out the kings, take out their power, give us the power, and we're going to go subdue nations. Y'all got to understand this, man, that the Most High is, there's nothing new under the heavens. What did the white man do when he came over here to America? Subdue Native Americans. What did he do in Europe? Subdue the Jews. When he went and got us from Africa, what did he do? Subdue us. That's all nations, not only him, all nations before him, subdued the earth. And this is what Adam did. He subdued, and he had power and authority and rulership. So I hope y'all seeing this part. Okay? Now let's jump back. Let's jump back to verse Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 1. Let's show how he subdued it. Okay? Because did Adam go around and have to kill? No. No. So don't get... Remember, Adam's kingdom, before wickedness started to grow further and further, it was meant to be a righteous kingdom. So he wasn't subduing as in, I'm going to go around and slaughter everybody. Nah. He was subduing with the wisdom, righteousness, truth, justice. Right? All the things that the white man talk about in the American way. Nah. They subdued through death, destruction, lies, falsehood, corruption. Adam's kingdom was with righteousness. Wisdom of Solomon 8:1. Go ahead.
Wisdom reaches from one end to another mightily.
Go ahead.
And sweetly doeth she order all things.
So Adam was given the wisdom, and he sweetly, exquisitely ordered the earth. This is what you're seeing. That the Most High, man, wisdom of the Most High, and the power that's breathed into us, we're coming back and we're going to subdue everything. First, we got to subdue the nigga inside you. Then you can be the king. But Adam had that power. He had the wisdom. He had the authority. He had the rulership. They had peace. They could have lived forever. I've been over that class before. All right, go ahead. Read that one more time. Wisdom of Solomon 10:1.
10:1.
Go ahead.
She preserved the first formed father of the world that was created alone.
Okay. So if you don't understand that wisdom had to be in this man, the breath of life that was breathed into him was the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It was the things of the Spirit that was put in him. You're not getting it that those are the things that make us rule. Not a gun. Not because you're endowed. Not because your beard. It's because the Most High put the Spirit on you. That gives you the power to conquer. And that's why what we're fighting is that level to conquer ourselves. But we're back at the base level. We're back at the beast level. Go ahead, Wisdom of Solomon 10:1.
She preserved the first formed father of the world that was created alone.
Read.
And brought him out of his fall.
And brought him out of his fall, meaning that not only was she there, we know this too. She was there with him in the beginning, but also when he fell, wisdom was able to bring him back out of that fall. Go ahead, verse 2.
And gave him power to rule all things.
All right, is it not clear? Is it not clear that Adam was ruling the earth, having dominion, having subdued it, and subdue all nations that were on the face of the earth? This is what happened. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
Go ahead.
But when the unrighteous...
No, I'm sorry. Ecclesiastes 17:11.
Ecclesiastes 17, verse 11.
Wisdom of Solomon 9:2. I'm looking at that time dwindle down. Come on, let's go.
Beside this, he gave them knowledge.
He gave them what?
Knowledge.
How did he subdue the earth?
Knowledge.
He gave them knowledge. Knowledge is power. Knowing is power. You want your credit score clean? You got to pay to get that cleaned up. Why? Because knowledge is power, and that power, America knows how to use that power. Man knows how to use that power for themselves. Right? You want your car fixed? The alternator's out. The only way you're going to get that fixed is with knowledge. Power. That's power. Control. You know how to control everything around you, right? So you know how to fix your own car. I was talking to my son in New York, and he built his car and put all these pieces. And I'm like, damn, you did this? And he's like, yeah, I went online and I just did it all myself. Knowledge is power. And that's the thing, we don't got power. We're lazy ass Americans. And when I say we, because as a nation, but I look at myself as coming back to having power. Because I can take control over myself and things. I can think myself out of the problems that exist. And I got the wisdom and knowledge to conquer myself. So we're people coming back to that power, that truth that the Most High ordained in the beginning, man. See? So read that again.
Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for a heritage. He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
Right. You're at what chapter, what verse?
That was verse 12.
Go to Wisdom of Solomon 9. Where you at? Yeah, where you at right now? Where was you just read?
That was 17 and 11 and 12.
17. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 12. I hit my notes.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, verse 12.
Go ahead.
So shall my works be acceptable. And then
No, 9 and 2. Forgive me. Scratch that, y'all. Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 2.
Verse 2.
So, what y'all should be understanding is that there was a kingdom before any kingdoms. And this kingdom, man, was the greatest kingdom ever. It was the greatest kingdom ever. I mean, until, obviously, we know the kingdom to come. Because when the kingdom comes, right, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. It's going to be paradise again on earth. And that's why when you look at the word paradise, that's what they were in. Come on, y'all know that. When you be like, man, that's paradise, what do you think of? Peace, love, righteousness, wholesome, health, wealth, happiness, right? You think of paradise. When the scripture said they were in paradise, what the hell do you think they were in? Paradise. And what brought them that? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding, faith, righteousness, love, discipline, goodness, faithfulness. I said it again. You understand that? So read that, Wisdom of Solomon. Where are we at?
9, verse 2.
Go ahead.
And ordain man through thy wisdom, that he should have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made.
Right? That's what the Most High did. He ordained man to have power with wisdom and understanding over everything, over all the nations of the earth. Go ahead.
And order the world according to equity.
What did he do?
Order the world.
Adam did what?
Order the world according to equity.
Adam ordered the world. He ruled the earth. But they messed that up. Adam ordered the world. Read that one more time. Maybe y'all just didn't get that. Read it.
And order the world according to equity and righteousness, and execute judgment with an upright heart.
Right. So you see, now obviously I could have just went there and summed up all those other precepts, but what I'm showing you is the Bible is speaking, that the Most High already told us this. But you go to those precepts that link together with the precept. Right? He ordered the earth with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and righteousness. Right? What?
Equity.
Equity. Go ahead.
Justice according to natural law or right.
Equity. Justice. Read it again.
Justice according to natural law or right.
You think he had homosexuals running around in the kingdom? In Adam's kingdom? No. That didn't come to Babylon. That's why the Most High put these names on these kingdoms. Babal, confusion. Because you left everything and went to dang the kingdom of confusion. Why is America Babylon the Great? You over there in the confused land. Everybody's damn confused over there. And that's what it is. You read Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 3, right? 9, 2 and 3. You read that? Go to Ezekiel 31 verse 5. Now let's get a little more edification, a little more straight to the point. If y'all don't get it by now, what was going on in this kingdom, let's get straight to the point. Ezekiel 31 verse 5. Read.
Therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field.
This is a parable talking about Egypt talking about Assyria, but was relaying it to Egypt. This Ezekiel's dropping a parable against Assyria. Against Egypt, talking about Assyria, but the parable was referring about Adam. That shows you a lot of these knuckleheads that if you don't understand the scriptures, the Bible speaks in these parable forms. He's telling Egypt they're going to fall in a parable form, how Assyria fell, but also talking about the Adamic kingdom. Read that. Go ahead.
Therefore, his height was exalted above all the trees of the field. Right.
And now we know how. With wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, he was able to rule the earth. He was able to guide them in righteousness. This is what Adam did. Go ahead.
And his boughs were multiplied.
Go ahead.
And his branches became long because of the multitude of waters.
Because of the multitude of what?
Waters.
That's a parable right there. The multitude of waters was the wisdom. The wisdom that he had, the nourishment that he had. And we've been over that in Genesis. When the scripture says that you're a tree planted by the rivers of living water. Yahawashi said it best. Out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. Right? Because what's going to come out of you? The knowledge. But it said Adam, man, he had access to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High. You know what's crazy? And once again, it's nothing new under the heaven. But man, when you think about this paradise, when you think about this kingdom that Adam had, and all the peace and love and righteousness and health in the kingdom that he had, and then you think about Solomon, you're like, damn, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, we had all this, everything you cry for right now. You know what I mean? Everything you cry for right now. Man, peace, I want to get off my feet. I'm working too hard, man. I got so much anxiety, anger, hurt, pain, suffering. Adam had that. What the hell was wrong with this? Like, what is in your mind, man, for you to betray that? But I'll answer that. There's nothing new under the heaven. Right? When you get the wisdom and knowledge and understanding right now, right? You're on top of the world. You taste the goodness of the kingdom and the power of the word, the Holy Spirit flowing from your lips, right? And you would think, there ain't no turning back for that brother, right? Hell nah. His lust is more powerful. His pride is more powerful. Her anger is more powerful. Her jealousy is more powerful. So really, if I want to answer that question, all I got to do is look around. All you got to do is look around. Oh man, if I was there in that kingdom, if I was Adam, and the Most High he checked Ezra when he said, oh Adam, what hast thou done? What do you mean? What Adam's done? He did what everybody is doing now. Everybody is doing the same thing now. You get the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You get the word of the Most High, and you do what? Take it for granted. Right? It's a saying. It's a parable. It's a story. And you're hyped for a minute. You're motivated for a minute. And the next thing you know, pwah, 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 pwah. Right? That's what happened to Adam. But I still say to myself, damn, you didn't see everything you had? I mean, I guess everybody wants to ask Adam that. Everybody wants to ask Adam that, right? Like, what the hell did you do? Well, we know what he did because brothers and sisters do it today. They take the truth for granted. Come on, let's finish this. Go ahead.
When he shot forth, all the powers of heaven made their nest in his bowels.
Right, everything came to Adam. Once again, this would be like a 7-hour class, but I'm just throwing in the scriptures that we already know and we already been over. when it says that when our kingdom comes back, what's going to happen to our gates? They'll be open continually, that all the birds and animals of this kingdom, they can come and what? Bring everything to us. There's nothing new under the heaven. It's going to be the same way. So when you look at it and you're like, well, damn, I can't see that. There's nothing new under the heaven. Adam's kingdom is going to be like our kingdom in the future. Everything we go over, Adam's kingdom was paved in righteousness and gold and happiness and health. That's what's supposed to be the kingdom in the future, right? Paved in gold. Wickedness don't supposed to enter. And it wasn't supposed to enter, but it did because your own lust, your own desire, your own doubt, your own wicked ambitions, Eve's own wicked ambitions and corrupt desires for power, Adam's dumbass chasing a woman around and going out of his wits for a woman, she broke him. There you go. Does that sound familiar? Yes. It sounds like everything from Adam on, all the way, every day you walk out in those streets. It's nothing new under the heavens. Go ahead, read on. And under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young. You see that? They came and gave power, obeisance to Adam. Go ahead. And under his shadow dwelt all great nations. Go ahead. Thus was he fair in his greatness. He was what? Fair in his greatness. Yeah, the beauty, the power, the majesty that he had. You see this? The power that Adam had, man, he was the son of God. He was the son of the Most High. You got to think about this. Go ahead. In the length of his branches, for his root was like great waters. Go ahead. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his bough. Right, because he was different. Adam, with the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, was separated. Does that sound weird? No, because the scriptures tell us what? He's going to separate the clean from the unclean. He tells us in Revelations that no unclean thing shall enter into the kingdom. It's no different than this Adamic kingdom that was in the past. Go ahead. And the chestnut trees were not like his branches. Go ahead. Nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him. You understand this? There was no nations, there was no people that was like Adam. Right? What does that sound like? Israel. I set you aside alone. And guess what? You're my only begotten. I loved you above all nations on the face of the earth. Right? I separated you to myself. I anointed you. This is what the Most High did to Adam. This is what the Most High did to Israel. And we did the same thing. Messed up, looked at the nations, start desiring what they have. Because niggas get bored quick. Who was I talking at with? I was talking with a brother about that. It was y'all earlier, but we were actually talking about the topic. And we were talking about the topic of boredom. Why class is 2 hours? Because cats get bored. Niggas' attention spans, man, they can only last for so long. And I mean that on a wider scale, not just class. I mean that when you look at the black man, like when you put your mind to do something, right? Think about how long it takes you to get bored. I'm gonna share something with y'all online. We've been out here 4 months, right? Our job to come out here is not vacation, to open up this school and make access for brothers and sisters out here. How come brothers are already bored? But that's the thing. It's like you lose focus. It's like, bruh, we ain't even did nothing yet. What are you yawning for? What are you tired for? Why are you looking at things like we already accomplished the kingdom? We open up a building. Now we got to fill the seats. Then after we fill the seats, what happens when you fill the seats? You got to still teach, and teach. That's your job, right? So what you getting bored at? You know why the boredom is there? Because you have no vision to the end. And that's the problem. Niggas get bored. You get power, rulership, authority. You kick your feet up and like, damn, I got everything. What next? Let me dab into some wickedness. Right? You know what? This is boring, man. I got all the wives I want. Would it be more fun? Maybe if we all put them in one room with baby oil. Why? Because your ambitions, you can never be pleased in this carnal mind. That's why all this had to go down. And the Most High has to bring us to that spiritual mind. But we were supposed to learn what the kingdom of death is. Read on.
Lord, any tree in the garden was like unto him in his beauty.
Right?
I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches.
Right. You got to think about his skin. His skin, his beauty, his hair. Eve, how beautiful she was. But what made them beautiful in the physical? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because wisdom maketh a man face to shine. Right? Then it tells you also that the beauty of a woman's countenance and righteous woman changing her face for negative or positive, right? You see that? So you got to see, imagine the beauty. Imagine how tall Adam and Eve was. Right? He keeps talking about trees. And while I was going over this class, it hit me. I was like, wait a minute. Why do the Most High keep using the analogy of the parable form of trees? Right, because they were high, they're majestic, right? They stood out above all. But then I was like, damn, they must have been, bruh. When you talk about giants, it says no tree can hide them. The cedar tree, right? You ever look up a cedar tree? A tree of Lebanon? A Lebanon tree? You talk about trees high as hell. No tree can hide them. So you see all these things in this parable form, but it's also telling us about this man in the Garden of Eden. Go ahead.
So that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God,
go ahead,
envied him.
They what?
Envied him.
And that's what brought him down. They envied him. Is this something new? The nations look at you and envy you. But they're smart. They're like, how can we take them out of their power? How can we take them out of their rule? Go to Ecclesiasticus 8 verse 16.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 8 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
Strive not with an angry man.
No.
Ecclesiastes or
Ecclesiastes, sorry. Ecclesiastes 8 verse 16. Go ahead.
When I applied my heart to know wisdom,
and
to see the business that is done upon the earth.
Go ahead.
For also there is that neither day nor night seeth sleep with his eyes.
Right. So when you get wisdom, right, what does it do? It shows you how to guide, to rule, to see the business of man. Now, what is some of the business that men have to deal with here on earth? And we're going to be able to see what Adam was doing and what they had in their kingdom. Okay, so go to Deuteronomy 4 and 6, and then we'll go to Wisdom of Solomon 7:17. Come on. I only got 15, 20 minutes? Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 6. Keep therefore and do them. Right. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
Just like he told the Israelites. I mean, if I haven't made it clear, or the scriptures haven't made it clear, that Adam was given the law, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we can keep. I could definitely. I got more. But we know that he's been given wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the sight of who?
the nations.
It said in Ezekiel that he was above the nations. No nation was like him. So the wisdom in the side of the nations, it's always been this. The thing is this, it's just written. This is just written down for us now. But Adam, he had this. He had the laws, statutes, and commandments, the Torah, the way, all the concepts of this Bible, the Spirit. But he betrayed that. He betrayed the Spirit. Just like men before. No different with Saul. David betrayed it at one time. Solomon betrayed it. Right? A lot of men of the Bible betrayed the Holy Spirit. Betrayed, excuse me. Go ahead.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say,
right?
Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Is a wise and understanding people. And that's what sets us up. That's what set Adam up. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of righteousness, of the Most High. It set us aside. What was some of that wisdom? What wisdom did Adam have? Wisdom of Solomon 7:17. Read that. Wisdom of Solomon 7:17. Because we got to know, if Solomon had this wisdom, well, what did the first man have? Think about it. If Solomon had these things, what did the first man have? Read.
For he had given me certain knowledge of the things that are.
Read.
Namely, to know how the world was made.
Listen, Adam had that wisdom. Adam had that knowledge. Adam had that understanding. Being able to walk with the Most High, the power, be this king to rule the earth and have dominion, he had to have that power. That's what elevates us. That's why the white man is looking for that power. He wants to know everything out there. Right? The Greeks seek for wisdom. They want to know everything out there. If there's creatures, other planets, other places, atom, dark matter, protons, electrons, matter, right? They want to know every damn thing, right? Because they know where you get the power from, knowledge. Go ahead.
And the operation of the elements.
And the what?
Operation of the elements.
Now think about it. Adam had all this knowledge. He knew how things worked. Why would you lose this power? Why would you forfeit this power? Right? Every class we go over is not, I don't want this to just be a knowledge class. Like, okay, I know that Adam was a kingdom. You got to ask yourself, where do you fit in at? You are Adam. You are Eve. Right? So, are you going to keep making the same mistakes? Are you going to keep doing the same thing you've been doing? You got to look. It says, ask thy father and he will show thee. Ask your elders. You're supposed to be looking through here and saying, man, and meditating and saying, damn, all this power that Adam had, what the hell was this man's problem? Why? Why would he do that? Why would he forfeit that? Why would he give it up? What was in him? What was in his mind? And a lot of brothers and sisters don't do that. So you keep making the same mistakes our forefathers did. You keep making the same mistakes the first man did. Go ahead.
The beginning, ending, and midst of time.
He knew what?
The beginning, ending, and midst of time.
If Solomon knew this, the first man that was given wisdom in the beginning, you got to know he knew everything. He knew all these things. The beginning, ending of times. They already had the power to know everything. How the sun, the moon, the stars, and all these things work. Why worship them? Why worship them when you know the Most High made you? That's why I said it's like, damn, what is your problem? Read.
The alterations of the turning of the sun and the change of seasons.
Right.
The circuit of years.
Read.
And the positions of stars.
Read.
The natures of living creatures and the furies of wild beasts.
Check that out. So he knew that. Listen, he didn't name the lion, right? Or in Hebrew, what? Ariyah, right? He didn't say, oh, this is Ariyah. Because he was a dumb nigga smoking blunts. How do you know Adam wouldn't get high? Niggas are idiots. That's all they could come up with. He had the herb of the field. No, he was naming these animals with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The ant, the lion, the bear. And to have dominion over them, he had to have power over them. Right? And we know that. We know that part. But just showing you what Adam knew about. He had to know about all these animals. Man, the Most High gave the power to Noah. He had to bring all these animals in the ark. In the cart. In the cart. He had to bring them in the ark. You got to think about, he had to have wisdom of that. The Most High had to give him knowledge over this. Power. You see this? These are the things that we don't understand, why the Holy Spirit is the way. Why wisdom and knowledge is the way, brother. We don't understand that. Why betray the thing that is going to make you a king and have dominion over everything? Go ahead.
The violence of wind.
The what?
Violence of wind.
It wasn't the Doppler 47 on Channel 9 that told them about the winds? They knew about the winds. Oh, it's the east wind. Oh, it's coming back. Right? You think Adam didn't know about this? The white man tried to, it's the gazelle in its environment. But every wise people, what do they want to do? Conquer the animals. Right? Know about the elements. Right? They want to understand the operations of things around them. Adam had that. What do niggas want to understand? Huh? How to rule their block. How to rule a blunt. That's what you said? They're quick to how to rule a woman, but they can't even rule their own damn draws. Their own dirty draws. What do niggas want to rule? Nothing. They so caught up in their emotions because their mama raised them, they can't even rule their emotions. But these kings, these men of the past, with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, bro, it was about knowing and understanding everything that the Most High put around us and who is the power. That's what we supposed to be. That's what y'all, our children, supposed to be trying to understand. How to please the Most High. Not just live like a damn American. What you want to do? Go to the mall, have fun. Damn, be on your phone all day with your earphones. That's not going to help you. What you pumping your brain with? Madness. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking behind you. Because little did you know, you got a 13-year-old girl, 12-year-old girl that do that. Earphones all day on the phone. You're not going to get your mind right by doing that. That's not helping you. Unless you in the scriptures, unless you on your audio Bible. That's just going to bring more demons and emotions on you. You see? But our children are not taught how to be gods. They're taught foolishness. America wants to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind. So you can never be a king. So you can never be a queen. Y'all got to understand this. Read.
And the reasonings of men.
And the what?
Reasonings of men.
And the reasonings. So they knew psychology. They knew the psychology of the mind of men. And I don't think Adam was going around, listen, pop this pill. Here, take this. You know what I mean? And you're going to be fine. Nah, that wasn't going to help you. They had high intellect, high wisdom, high knowledge. Not getting high, but high in the mind, connected to the Most High. What verse are you at?
Verse 20.
Go ahead.
The diversities of plants.
The what?
Diversities of plants.
Because this theme pertained to you. How to live, what to eat, how to take care of your body. That's what you're supposed to be trying to learn about in your life. But you're going to wait till you get old. Listen, I'm talking to y'all kids. You're going to wait till you get old and broken down, didn't want to know about yourself. Don't do like your elders, like your forefathers. You want to wait till you got a disease and an illness, then you want to seek out and find out about yourself. You could be learning now how to take care of your body, your mind, your spirit. And then when you get older, you don't have to live in pain and suffering and anguish. This is the wisdom that Adam had. This is what brings long life. Y'all get this? Go ahead.
And the virtues of roots.
And the virtues of roots, man. So we dealt with medicines. We had the wisdom and knowledge of these things. What's the difference between now and back then? Damn, America ain't the all said and done. It disgustes me when they come with that. Like, oh yeah, we're the ones that know every damn thing. You don't know nothing. You know the opposite. Y'all the dumbest people on earth. I don't care if you got a suit, if you went to college for 40, 50 years, you're still an idiot. Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness. And you can't even, and the wisdom that you do have of this world, of the themes of life, is really not where it needs to be. Even though they're trying, it's not where it needs to be. Go ahead.
And all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know.
That's what Adam knew. He was walking with the Most High in the garden. Most High was talking to him. So he knew all these secrets. Man, if Solomon did, Adam did. Adam was the first man. Adam was the first man. Go to Ecclesiastes 4 verse 24.
Ecclesiastes chapter 24 verse 24.
Go ahead.
Faint not to be strong in the Lord.
Ecclesiastes 4 and 24. 4 and 24. No. Don't go there. Ecclesiastes 17 and 5. My bad. Ecclesiastes is 17 and 5. And I just was going through themes that we understand that wisdom gave Adam. That when the Most High elevated this man's mind, where his mind was. His mind was, listen, a little lower than the angels. To be this king crowned with power, what did he have to understand? And what was their kingdom like? When we think of the Adamic kingdom, what was it like? The health, the science. And I'm using that word. We know we don't use that word. That's the white man's word. But for you to understand, the understanding the operations of times and seasons, sun, moon, and stars, right? Psychology, botany, zoology. To know all these things, the first man had to understand all these things to run the world. And we're going to understand them in the future. We're going to know all these things and really know them. All right, Ecclesiastes 17 and 5. You got to read it loud. Go ahead.
They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord.
Right, so Adam received the 5 operations, right? This what made him more smart, more wise than everybody else. Because he knew how to control the operations. We all were given it, right? We all received these 5 operations, but there's a lot of us that don't know how to control these operations. This is what Adam set Adam aside from all the other beasts of the field. Go ahead.
And in the 6th place he imprinted them
He imparteth
them understanding.
Go ahead.
And in the seventh speech.
And the seventh speech. So, understanding. What we just read that Solomon said he had, is showing you Adam had that. He understood the operations and he understood the things around him. Understanding, life, science, animals. To put them in order, you had to. Go ahead. Interpret. Wait. Speech and an interpreter. Go ahead. Cogitations thereof. So he knew the mind. He knew speech, how to talk, how to rule. Man, when you read this, you start to see this is everything that the Most High is bringing back to the Israelite man. Everything. All these topics we go over about how to talk, how to subside your anger, how to deal with pride, how to deal with jealousy, doubt. They had that wisdom. But he abandoned these things. Go ahead. Counsel. Come on, somebody read.
And the tongue.
Right, counsel and the tongue. Go ahead.
And eyes, ears, and a heart. Gave he them to understand.
Read verse 7, Ak. Good job, Mawala. Good job. Go ahead.
With all, he filled them with the knowledge of understanding.
Go ahead.
And shewed them good and evil.
Read.
He set his eye upon their hearts, that he might shew them the greatness of his works.
Go ahead.
He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding.
Right. You see that? Adam was supposed to declare all these works with understanding. Go ahead.
And the elect shall praise his holy name. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
For an inheritance. So, man, it's time. It's 9:06. Adam had a lot of wisdom and understanding, and you got to imagine the kingdom that he was in. The power, the health, the peace, the love, the righteousness before they sinned. So, did anybody have any questions on that online or offline? Anybody? Yeah.
There wasn't any questions online, but several people requested a part 2 of this class.
Part 2, right. Okay. Yeah. What else? What else we got? That's it online? No, nothing. We'll wait a few seconds. Y'all got anything? Questions in here? Live? Okay. All right. We'll give them a few seconds online. Brothers and sisters, while we wait, remember tomorrow on the other channel, we'll be back there. All right. Quatazop, all the brothers there in H-Town, they're going to be back for the Sabbath morning class. So, do we got anything else? No? All right, listen. Y'all know the deal. If y'all got any questions and we click off too quick here, remember Shabbat morning class. They can answer all those questions. Other than that, we like to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Have a peaceful Sabbath. And we will see y'all back here next week. Y'all tune into class tomorrow, early morning Shabbat. So other than that, let's salute them, everybody. Say Shalom. Shalom. We will see y'all here next week.